So it's no surprise that from Atlantis to the Mamiwata, stories of sirens and mermaids have been around for ages. Different cultures have different mythologies of what sirens and mermaids look like. But today I bring you guys a different kind of story. Today I bring you guys a night witness account. So before we go on, I do want to disclose real quick that this story was posted on a private Facebook group called Hauntings, Paranormal, and the Unexplained. The person that posted it gave me full permission to talk about her story and share it with you guys today, and she provided 2 photos to go along with her story. So straight from Lisa's words, this is her encounter.
In October of 2020, my husband and I decided to take our pontoon boat out for the last cruise of the season. It was a beautiful and warm day. My friend accompanied us as well along with our beagle, Roxy. We put in at Somerset, Massachusetts and proceeded to cruise up the Taunton River. We dropped anchor and grilled, listened to music and fished. The riverbanks here have lots of wonderful wildlife, including hawks, eagles, river otters, seals. Time got away from us and it was dusk when we pulled up anchor to head back, much later than we typically would. While our boat has all the bells and whistles and appropriate lights for nighttime cruises, it is not something we are fond of doing. I was sitting in the bow along with Roxy and my friend was sitting in the stern. My husband was driving. Darkness was falling rather quickly and my husband was really concentrating on getting us back as safely and quickly as possible. As we approached the Taunton Boat Club, we grazed something hard enough to jolt us. Out of the water on the starboard side, something rose up and created a large swell of water to spill over the side. Roxy went crazy and ran to the back of the boat with me following her. She was on her leash with me holding her. I was mesmerized by what I saw. My brain was trying to understand what my eyes were seeing. My friend looked terrified at what she saw and put her head down. My husband was yelling for me to sit down because there were suddenly a lot of waves. Roxy and I were transfixed at the creature we saw before us. It was a silvery color and had humanoid features from the torso up. It appeared to be riding a scooter, although now I believe it to have been its tail. This creature zoomed past the boat and after about 500 yards or so, flipped around and headed straight towards the back of the boat. I yelled for everyone to hold on because I truly thought it planned to crash into the pontoon, capsizing us. I could not stop looking at it. I could not move. The being and I locked eyes and when it got within 15 feet or so of the boat, it nodded and abruptly turned around again and took off, disappearing from sight. Later that night, I described to my husband what I had seen. While he was aware of what was going on and briefly caught a glimpse of this being, he could not describe it. Similar with my friend. She saw something which terrified her and promptly closed her eyes until it was over. My husband drew what I described, which was a large silvery humanoid creature with black eyes that appeared to be riding a scooter and carrying a sword. The next day, I started researching myths and legends involving sea creatures in New England but found nothing even close to what we had experienced and that I had seen. During one of my searches, I found a photo of the Adaro and knew immediately that this was in fact what I had seen. Seems impossible as the Adaro originated in the Solomon Islands, but I know what I saw and what we all experienced. Perhaps it was displaced due to a hurricane or tidal wave. Perhaps what I saw was not Adaro but some other creature. All I know is that without a doubt, we disturbed this creature, possibly injured it and for whatever reason, at the last minute, allowed us to go. Perhaps it realized we meant it no harm. It was mind-blowing and as clear in my mind as if it just happened.